Seniac builds a cargo airport. Me. What's next? Flying fish? Overfishing in FishTown. That's interesting on so many levels. The solution? Send out more boats. Seniac 2020. Seniac places down a normal harbour instead of a cargo harbour. Me. Literally screaming at my screen. Seniac later on. Oops, my mistake. Me. Seniac, we don't need to reclaim that much land. Also, Seniac basically doubles the size of the island. If you are going to name the new island in the next episode, here is a name suggestion. Fish and Ships Island. That's hilarious. Why didn't I think of that before? Guys, welcome back to another episode of FishTown here in City Skylines, where, boys, we've peaked. Daryl Jacobs right there has just gone and done everything. I mean, I thought we couldn't get any better. Then, wait, where is my names and my districts? There we go. Then car park for the car park over there. I then didn't think we could get any better than the safari park for the zoo. And now, this island. Fish, because it's a fishing island, right? And because I'm British, and all British people like fish and chips. Fish and ships, because there's lots of boats and there's lots of fish. Fish and ships. There we go. That's what we call in the island, right? We've peaked. Guys, thanks for watching. I see you. I'm just joking. Today, we are going to do some expansions. Now, we had some issues last episode with... We're trying to sort out this industry. And what's kind of sparked a lot of thought process in me right now is last episode I added a load of export areas in so we could potentially ship some more stuff out. That has worked for the most part because there's times where we are breaking 100,000 on the industry exports right now, which is a lot of freaking cash money moolah right now. But also I've been placing down a few more extras of the fish. Is it the fish factories been placing down? Hold on. Have I been placing fish factories down? That is not what I wanted to place down. I placed one here. What I was going to place down was the fish market. Right, it's going to go there, right? I placed another one over here. What am I doing? I'm placing the wrong ones down right now. Where else have I done this and no one's really told me anything? Right, fish market just there. So my idea is, by placing down some more fish markets, and I did it last episode, and it kind of works, but that is not the answer. Okay, it's not the answer to try and solve the issues of the fishing industry. It's just another layer of the many things that we've got to do to try and solve it. Now, my next thought process is, we've got the outlets, we've got the exports. The only thing I'm now missing is the sheer amount of customers. Now, customers don't mean, you know, building more commercial. That's kind of half the problem. Because I can build all the commercial I want to make sure there's enough buyers for the products. But if there's no people walking into the shops, then we have the issues that this area once had where there's not enough customers. So basically, what I'm saying is, boys, we need to up our population a little bit. Get some more people on the islands. Thus, it might solve some of our issues. I might have too much fish for what people can consume on the island. That is the next one that we're going to cover. So, I'm not going to do any more expansions to the fishing industry just yet. We're just going to see how everything goes. Now, I want to take a look at this island. And I mean, there's no residents on this island at all. And the reason I want to kind of put them on here first is because we have jobs galore. We have so much commercial, so much industry. Let's take advantage of that. We've put some residents over here. So we're going to kind of stagger it. We're going to do some high density on this side and low density as we get down to the tip of the island over there. So what we're going to do then, we're going to get the roads out right now, boys. Where we're going, we don't need roads. And I know, it's going to be one of those days. And we'll go by 20. And I'm going to create a nice little grid to begin with. So we'll bring the grid up to here. There we go. Do it again, boy. There's our grid. And we do have a nice little connection just there as well. Oh, let me delete that. Bam! Because we're coming out by 11. So we can maximize that grid. And then where does that connect? So a 13 by 12. It's as good as you're gonna get it, mate. It's as good as you're gonna get it. So do that again, out by 10. And where did I bring it down to last? Let's just bring it down to here. Right, there we go. So it bends round beautifully. Now we don't have any road connections here until we get down to this point. And that's because we want to try and keep the traffic as flowing as possible. Make sure that is on the ground. So up by 11. And that's going to take a while before it can bend into anything. So if I just brought this up... Actually, do you know what? That is more than 11. That's... oh, snap. It's all over the place. That there is then borderline 13. So if I come out by 10... I know there's a figure there. I got to sort that out. And if I brought this up here... And maybe delete this. Can we do a bend here? And where would the bend take place? So it takes place directly there. I've got to move that, so do not fret. You know what? I don't like it. Get out, mate. We'll continue our grid first. So up by 30. We'll go as far as we can here. So that is another 30 and then straight in. I think what we'll do, we'll cut this... Oh, snap. I've got Anarchy on still. We'll cut this through the middle again so it becomes like a main driving road for all these lanes. Now bring this down to there and pretty much stop it at that point. And we'll then have this one do the same, but it will end there. Simple, mate. So what you reckon? We should bend that road to run parallel. So if I did that, and let's say I chose the 20 mark there. And then went on that kind of diagonal. I could bring that up a bit more. I'm going to delete this here. And we're going to bend it into this one. So 11 by 11. That's almost damn perfect. There we go. So I'm changing up all the lanes here. So the main... Oh, do you know, actually, we can actually make it go off the main route. Let me try that instead. So where would that bend take place? You know, it's going to happen quite early. So actually, let me get rid of that. And if I do this, like that, delete you. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to build here. Bam, straight in. So it becomes the main cut-through road. And then this, if I set it to, yeah, there, is where I'm trying to go for. In that direction. And bend that around there. So that road then, from the entry point here, flows all the way around. Nice. Nice, mate. So I've got to get rid of this. Does the power connect over the island? It does connect over. We're not going to miss this. So I can delete it. Unless that was a huge lifeline. I don't think it was. No, we're all good. We're all good. And then I can set up the rest of these zones then. So let's have a look then. What would the best method for me? I could do cul-de-sacs, which will be pretty sweet. I could maybe come out by 10 there and go for some form of a bend here. So 8 straight down. Nice. And then I'm going to come out here by 3 in each one. And we'll cul-de-sac it, mate. Cul-de-sac. Boom, boom. Nice. And then we'll do like a little park here or something. Something pretty sweet. So this is then a 30 along. So on each 10 mark, I'm going to come out by 10 there. There we go. And we'll come out by 5 there. And then do the same again. Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. Boom, boom. Just there and there to kind of add a little bit of differential in the heights. Nice. And I could potentially do the same to up here. So if I came out here by 15, came out here by 20. Let's see if that works. Bam and bam. Yeah, boy. So that's some really good little grid and setups that we've got right now. So let's make sure we got the water. There we go. It will have the power. No issues, no worries, mate. And, okay, let's start it from here. We'll drop it there. We'll fill this little section here up. And then we'll push this back. Fill that, and that. That, and that. And we'll leave that for now. I might do like... I don't know what I'm going to do here, to be honest with you, just yet. I'm not 100% sure. But what I will do is enable them to be able to, you know, have the walking all pretty much set up. So, bam! Wait, why can you see that one? Normally you can't see it. It's because it's created itself as a bridge, hasn't it? There we go. So have that go to there. And we'll have one. Okay, so you have a point here. For some reason there was some zoning here. They're still able to walk across anyway, which I find hilarious. So I'll bring this to here. We'll cut to there. And then that could come along and cut down to there. It's created a bridge there. I'm keeping that. As funky as that is, I'm keeping it. I don't even care right now. And we'll do one just here. Right, let's go normal mode. I don't suppose anything we're going to do right now is going to make it any good. Oh, snap. That's elevated. I don't want it that elevated. Right, bring you down to 0, mate. Not sure what you're doing all the way up there. There we go. It's a little walkthrough route just there. And then we'll see how that goes. So, we didn't have that much demand to work with anyway. So, again, it will take a while before it all comes into fruition. But let's fast forward. Let's try and get that place down as much as possible. So once we start getting all this filled up with residents, we're then going to have to do all the public transport on this area. I mean, at the moment, it's just a subway line that passes through and the ferry line just there. So we'll have to set up trams and whatnot, just like we've done with all the other areas, which will be pretty cool. So that will slowly build up our population then. It's a nice little crest, little bump as well. It's going to be overlooking the sea and stuff like that. It's going to be a nice little place to live on this island. It really is. So give that some time to grow them. And then before you know it, we're going to have to place down some more. I don't want to spark any more industry just yet. I might do a little bit of commercial. So let me just get rid of these power lines now. And we'll drop some commercial on these areas. So commercial is there on the main drag strip. So it's all placed there now. And we'll just see. Oh, we're going to miss this little power line here. Right, does that go all the way over to there? It does, doesn't it? I'll place it there anyway because I'm not sure how important that line is. But it's there anyway. So some more commercial coming down then, which would hopefully drop that demand, which it will, and then spark some more residential demand. But our residential demand we won't see it spike up for a long time until it's filled all of this zoning I've now just placed down. And what I'll do as well, because sometimes it's not always high density that it wants to build. So if I go from this point here, up by 10... straight across and down there. Oh, it's not perfect, is it? I mean, I could utilize this road. Because how far off is that? That is... oh, that's 11 off. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to bring that out by 80. I can't even get that small amount done. Right, we'll do that in just a moment. I'll just delete it. Bam! And then connect that just to there. Should we just tear through it on a diagonal? Why not? Why freaking not, boys? And so I can't do a road going for the middle, so what I can do, this currently is 65. So maybe on every 10. Or do it like this on every stack there. Cut down the middle. I'll keep that one open there. See, that would work. And then what I could do is fill that up then with the low density residential. So like I said, not all residential wants to be high density. So we're giving them the option to have a different type of residential to move in. And I'm going to do the same with the commercial now as well. Let me just do that, pause it real quick. And that is do this low density commercial on this side. And just leave it at that point then, because there's a lot that don't need to kind of grow from this right now. There is a lot, but it is slowly coming in. Slowly coming in. I keep seeing the buildings, the residential buildings keep growing. So again, that small demand is still there. It's still asking for that demand, which is good. So I wonder how long until we start seeing demand over here on the low density side of the island. Ooh. So let's get in then. A couple of parks and whatnot. So I could do the usual large playground. I can go for something a bit bigger like this, but the slope is too steep. Would this one fit in? See, that one will fit in just there, which is nice. Well, I don't know if I go for a dog park or a floating island. We got the tropical garden. I have the other parks as well. We could do like a basketball court, which I think would be pretty cool. Let's get this on the corner here. Little inner city basketball court. And we could do another large tennis club. It's something that the island has a couple of. Place that one directly there. Fit within. So got some nice little suburbs leisure facilities. Nice. Right, so the population's still growing there. Again, it'll be a while before we start seeing the benefits from it. But we also got to start thinking about as well setting up our little tram line. Now, it's so obvious at the minute to set it up. If you think about it. If I go and have a look at our... Not public transport, sorry, the traffic. So you see this road here? This road, if you think about it, it starts here. It goes up, bends around, straight through the seafront, down, comes in. Now, I can make it go all the way up to here. Right, cutting down here. To go this way and then hook back up. So, or I could just make it go here and then straight down, but then you lose all this area. It doesn't get technically connected to it all. So, I think I'll throw that up there instead, which would be interesting. Very interesting. So, I don't know whether to do that now, or we wait till everything's built up a bit more. But then again, it would be pretty cool to do it now, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right, let's get that in now then. So, roads, we need the 2-lane road with tram tracks. And let's upgrade it. So, we're starting here. So, it might delete some stuff, and I'll have to kind of get it all back in. But I think we're looking pretty okay at the minute. There we go. So it goes around that whole front section there. Then it's going to tear through the middle here. So yeah, my options are, I could either cut it straight across, and it does that little loop there, but it does cut out all of this area. And I do want to get it a part of the network. Oh, it's deleted my rocks, boys. It's deleted some of my rocks. There. And I could run it down this bit here, or extend it by one more. I think we'll get it running down the seafront. It could be a nice little view for those people who are on the trams. Get to have a look at a little bit of the sea as they're passing by. And again down here as well, nice little sea view. So So that creates our big loop. I'm just going to get the rocks back in that we just now accidentally deleted. Not quite sure what type of rocks they were, but we'll throw a couple in. There we go. And then tram-wise, we first got to get the depot down. So where am I squeezing in a depot? I could utilize it just here. I could utilize it over here, maybe. Over here, maybe. I think I'm just going to squeeze it here. Bam! Right there. So let's do some stops then for this. I think we'll start over here then. So we'll start again, sorry. Place one right outside the entrance for the zoo. And then every so often, we'll drop one down. Bam. Ba-bam. 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 So I'd rather do too many than not enough. I want this place accessible. Bam, and then we'll one there. Actually, cancel that one. We'll have one just here. Have one just there by the subway stop. There we go. So then repeat the exact same stops, but then on the opposite side of the road. So we have one going in the opposite direction. We got one clockwise, we got one anti-clockwise. They're in both directions right now. Right there, 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 and finally there. Nice. Did I do that over here, by the way? I'm sure I did. Yes, I did. Right, sweet. So there we go. Where's the island gone? There it is. Another tram network set up gloriously. Very happy with it, boys. I'm very happy. So we just got to give the tram station some power. So we'll just do this for now. There we go. So the trams have got power and they're now up and running. So we'll give it a few mementos until things start pushing through. But look at this, mate. It's all coming together. And we have that residential demand still there, so we'll fill up that little gaps as well. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. So, how are these guys over here? Again, it's not going to solve the issues. We're always going to have these issues. But it's one step forward to progressing. That's all I can say. Do I have on this island, anyway, a fish market? Because we can't... Yeah, we got one over there. It's not really the best place. We cannot not have a fish market in, you know, in places in FishTown right now. It's the whole reason we're building this bad boy. Right, I want to squeeze one there. It is quite a large building, isn't it? Maybe here by the cul-de-sacs. How does that look? Not great. Let's be honest with you, it's not great. What if I push it right up to the corner? It could work. It could work. We'll throw it there anyway. I'm so sorry, cul-de-sacs. You gotta deal with this. How much is this one sell? Because it's in the office industry. We sold 70 fish last week. This one sold 50. Damn, people in the office industry want to buy more than the people in the suburbs over here. We have one here, sold 110. This one sold 60. Whew. 20, 90. We're selling fish, boys. We're selling the fish. I find it so funny, that. I do find it funny. Anyway, right then. So, still growing. Still pushing. Still got that momentum. And these will slowly upgrade over time as well. And then we'll just have more generic people living there. Which will also help out this tourist industry as well. Where they're saying there's not enough customers and whatnot. Which one's complaining now? This one over here. Not enough customers. So we should get some more as Once everyone's fully moved in these areas, then it'll all be nicely set up. So more residential areas to squeeze in. Let's try and get this side here finalised as well. There we go. It's hard to see through the thickness of all the trees where my actual zoning is. But again, more residents in. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. You don't realise how staggered this is. It's so dramatic. Like with the trams as well, it's like San Francisco vibes. Damn. What? It's kind of crazy. But I like it though. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. There's nobody at the Rockfish Park. Literally nobody. Why is everyone hating on this park? I know it's like ridiculously out the way, but come on. It's a gem. It's a freaking gem right now. What about our PS Dixon Park? Not really that many people going to this one too. Did we have another park set up? Everyone's hating on my parks. Why? They're beautiful. They are beautiful. But we're also got to think about getting people set up on the fish and chips island. It all has water. It all has power. So these will be the residents. So I'm dropping down a ton of residential stuff right now. Just like that. And what I'll do is, well, I'll set up a little shopping district for them. And we will... I'll do this just here. So up by another 10 and then cut that across. If I just delete that zone in there and drop down some low density commercial. If I connected that there instead, then I don't need to have that one. There we go. So a little bit of zoning on this island will bring the workers to the island and they don't have to keep transferring by ferry. So we're going to get our first residents moving in on the Fish and Chips Island. What nationality are you? Fish and Chips. Even though their nationality is Fishonians. Fishtown, it's not a separate country. Don't go down that route, boy. We did that in Oil Town. Don't go down that route. Right, services on this island. We don't have any. So let's set up a hospital. What type of hospital should we go with? This Metropolitan Hospital would be a good shout. Right, the best place to put this. Right by the big rocks. That would be a nice view for the patients. We need a fire station right now. And I'll squeeze this just here. And a police station will squeeze just here as well. There's not really much traffic going on up here, so I might as well just get it to cover up these areas. And then death care. We'll go for those advanced crumbs. Just like that. Satisfy this place. And then we're going to need schools as well. So elementary. Elementary. Alright, do 2 there are backing on one another. And then we'll get some over on this side too. So if I do 1 here, 1 there. That's another 2 squeezed in just there. So they give us a fringe capacity. So placing 4 down, I've just given ourselves an additional 1,200 capacity. High school style. Alright, I'm going to place a high school just here, which gives us 1,000 capacity. Nice. And they have their own university over there, so that's all good. Let me just check that out anyway. So still need some more students. Need some more campus attractiveness to be able to get to the next stage, but we are very limited on space at the moment. We'll save that for another time. We'll save it for another time. How's the Fish and Chips Island? We're finally getting residents moving in. Commercials all there anyway. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, mate. Things are progressing. Things are rocking or rolling. Are we having less complaints in the fishing industry? Maybe. we've maybe dropped 2 more complaints. There was a lot of complaints before. Or they just progressed. No, we're still... Do you know what? It actually has dropped. It might not look like... I mean, they're still complaining. But there's not as many icons as there once was. So that's kind of a good sign. But it still have a lot of icons and complaints. So we're covering all bases right now. We're closing in on 60,000 people living in FishTown. Which is a lot, if you ask me. It's a lot of people. A lot of people on these crammed, tiny islands. Just remember what we started with, and now it's all just populated. We've just ruined the natural beauty. We really have. Just ruined the natural beauty of the islands. But we've got to do it. We've got to do it if we want to make that sweet cash money moolah right now. Right. Do we see many people waiting for the trams? Yeah, there's a few people already. Let me check on this side over here. A few people waiting there. What about on the tourist side? Yeah, there's a few people waiting there, so it does work. It is handy. They're taking advantage of it, but we're still in that phase where people are still moving in. There's still buildings growing. So like I said before, it does take a little bit of time. But we have so much more commercial demand. It's like, can we get any more demands? It's like, I mean, what's the employment like? 3%, and they want more commercial? How many more shops do you need? I might squeeze some up here, though. They'll go high density and pull it, like, back it up against the rocks. I want to keep the rocks in. It'll look pretty cool, wouldn't it? So this island in itself is so heavily commercial right now in industry. It's like, how are we getting all the shoppers over here? I have no freaking idea. But the demand's there, apparently. Apparently the demand is there. I'm not too sure on that one. Water and... Oh, the water's looking quite low. Ooh, what about the garbage? Oh, dearie me. We are going to need... We should plant some... put down some incinerators. To burn some of the garbage. There we go. That'll burn some of the garbage so we got those needs taken care of. Now polluting the natural beauty. That's not great. It's not a great move, boy. But if we gotta do it, we've gotta do it. But yeah, we gotta take care of that water. So I might place down another. Hang on, how close is the ground pollution? Where's the pollution button? Where is the pollution button? There is the pollution. Okay, there's no... Oh, it's a pollution-free incinerator there. Ooh, placed down the wrong one, Saniac. Right, we'll drop down 2 more water towers. There we go. And then we need the advanced inland water treatment plant. Place another one just there for the sewage needs. And that bumps us up there a little bit, so the capacity has now been increased. Nice. So these guys complain that there's not enough educated workers. What are my education levels like anyway? I mean, all these people over here are not educated, but they will get educated with time. They will get educated with time. Just gotta, like many things, give it some time. But I feel like we're slacking on the whole elementary school front. We could do a lot more with this. I know we've got a few dotted around. But try and take advantage a little bit more. 2 elementary schools in the park area. Because this is the foundation of the education levels. Once they pass this, they progress on to the next stage. So making sure these, you know, it's all covered over here. And that's all good. Elementary school there. I mean, I'm placing more over here because obviously it's red. I don't need to. I need to, like, progressively place it around in general. Just look at the green areas. Like, it's completely dead over in this area. So squeeze one in. Right, I'm going to take it there. And we'll get one over here. There. So it always puts us at capacity. Wait, we are at capacity at the minute. So get one more in. And then we have more than enough at the moment. So everybody who's eligible for education can now get educated on the elementary, level. So that's pretty cool. Right, we're going to pass 60,000 residents soon. We are 700 currently away. We still have all that zoning ready to go. How is the island over here? That's slowly filling up as well. Imagine moving to this island where you're just surrounded by fish. Like fishing harbours and ships. It would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? It would be a nightmare. But we might start seeing as well more people using the ferry line. There's a lot of people just got off there. Just for the sake of being able to get to and from the main island. So that would be kind of interesting. There's a load of people there ready to be picked up. Damn. See? Yeah, it's working. It's doing us wonders, mate. It's doing us wonders. We need more beachfront properties as well. Because these do look kind of... Oh, imagine living in those and then like the balcony looking out. Damn! I mean, I know you got a big wind farm in front of you. But damn! It's $1 million view, that is. It is $1 million view. Right, okay, so how is... I mean, more commercial demand? Oh my god. How is the industry doing right now? I mean, it is. That's all it is. Look at over 100,000 on the weekly income then. That's cash in the bank. That's good, isn't it? Holy smokes. I mean, I can't complain at that. I mean, they're complaining, but I can't complain with the amount of money it's bringing us in. It's just now I'm going to sort out all the freaking residents. So... Leisure. Let's get from one of the carousels the big zoning areas. So I'm going to drop one there. That'll satisfy a nice little radius. I'm going to drop one there. Satisfy that little area too. Get the leisure on the go. Get some upgrades on the go, boys. But yeah, it's going to be one of those things. You're just going to have to wait for the education on this side. Because you just had a nice little population boom. They're all going to come in uneducated. So we do have to educate them ourselves. 45% highly educated though, which is good. Only 20% uneducated. Only 4% unemployed. They're good statistics. In terms of the job front. They really are. But we've got to wait. We've just got to be patient and wait. And on that note, boys, we're going to end it for here. I hope you did enjoy this episode, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below. But until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.